Hello everybody, what's in the whole universe? Hope everything is fine, and I'm a Russian man who brings value to my own experience and the signalization sound, wow! And I wanted to speak about VR and sound of this kind of happening. Jesus Christ, it is police time, wow! I need to hide ourselves. Yes, everything will be fine. No, okay, I wanted to speak with you about mathematics, physics, physiology, and also programming languages and libraries of Python, and also libraries of C++, and also virtual reality, augmented reality, and things of this nature. Because when we speak about some topics the most, then it becomes our nature and way of thinking. You understand, the more you speak about something, the better it becomes your nature and your voice and also your surroundings. And it means that you should invest in this more. And today we're going to talk about the coordinates of this mall. I mean that we have a store, and inside of the store we have different coordinates. I mean coordinates in the meaning of X and Y and Z. You can imagine all the dots that are inside, and dots of maybe fruit, of veggies, and also of cucumbers, and some of tomatoes. We can imagine them as dots, as the objects, and also the sequences of them and lines between them, because you can imagine them as you are playing a game, or maybe you are not playing a game, you actually doing the programming a game. Yes, I imagine that you are a person who is walking inside of the building and you need to connect all the dots. First you go to the tomatoes, next to the cucumbers, third will be for onions and other places, and between them you have all the data, and you collect all the data about the prices that you can find inside of it. Also you can see the quality of the product, color of the product, and quality has attributes of color of the. When we want to pick something, we see the attributes of colors, also we see the parameters of maybe shape, of size, and we are processing them inside of our mind. We don't think of it so well, like in the meaning of words that I described. We see like, oh, it looks nice, but if we will think about how it works in the computer, it always thinking process and always processing, okay? Also, one moment. Also, we have a processing about what country it was delivered, who is importer, who received it, who is the company owner. By the way, it is the food. I mean that sneakers of some child, maybe it was 2 years old. And I want to say that programming, it is kind of detective work. If you will look at the world, it is more, you look like a detective or like a Sherlock Holmes, or a person who is like investigator who wants to learn everything about it. And today we're gonna learn more about trees, about this, I don't know, it is the sign line, and also about this rubbish bin. And inside of this rubbish bin we have, by the way, some of the items, and I imagine that it is storage with something inside, and we have the cans, we have also the specific maybe pockets, and they are with different materials. They are maybe will be papered, maybe they will be with carbon. Yes, a little bit of carbon it will be, especially if you will put it inside of the fire, and it will be chemical reaction around, and yes, it could be. And also you can look at them, they could be wooden or something. And if you look at the trees, they are wooden, plus some of the atoms we have, and also the position in the world, longitude, and also the matrices, and we have the arrays of data, what's the tree we see, and also we have twigs, and different twigs are actually, if we will imagine that tree is a trunk plus also tree equals trunk plus twigs. We can imagine inside of our mind that it has these abilities. Also park lot. What is park lot? It is car number 1 plus car number 2 plus car number 3. It is the imagining, it is as a formula. Also the the building, or maybe enterprise, or maybe it will be the company. What is the company? It is employees plus bosses plus employer plus also departments. It is all the collection of the data, and we can classify them and visualize them differently. We can imagine that our company, for example, we can visualize it as a circle. Yes, it is our visualization type. Also, we can imagine it as a rectangle or maybe quadratic something. And we can also look at this through the space of the VR. Imagine that you can look at your company inside of the VR glasses. You are looking, yes, you are a person who is looking to the world. You have the glasses, Oculus, for example, or maybe some another VR and augmented reality things. And you can look to the world through these glasses, and your left eye, and also you have a right eye, and you can look to the world differently, because you know that maybe it will be new for you, but it is a fact that we see the world through different glasses, and I mean that through different eyes, through different glasses in a metaphorical form too. And we have our right eye and also left eye, and our right eye looks through the specific plane, and left through the another plane. Plane, it is a mathematical term for a dimension, we can call it. For example, you look to the world as your right. If you will close your left and right eye, you will see image differently. Absolutely not like a different, like it is super mega different world. You will look at through the different perspectives. It is the same if we will look to this. Right now we are watching to our screen, and if you will click to the camera, to the timeline, to this, if you will look at the camera like 5 seconds ago and right now, it is different views, but actually nothing changed, almost. Like our position changed. And the same with eyes. It is different looks because we have one eye here and one eye another. It is different points of view. And when we do VR, it is actually we are looking to the two images. They are almost the same, but they are different from the perspective of a camera. I imagine that you are doing a program with cameras, and you can set. I imagine that you have two cameras, yes, in your life right now, and you have one camera here in this position and one more in here, and almost the same point of view will be, but they're kind of different. And they see the world as a little bit of planes connection, like they are looking through this way. Yes, you can imagine that we have kind of. You can see my index finger, and also you can see my thumb, and you can see the picture like this angle. It is how we look at the world. It is we look to the world as we can say it, that triangle, because we have the vertex of our left eye and also vertex of our right eye, and we look at the world through this triangle, almost, not fully. I mean that you can see, imagine that your left eye, it is a C vertex, your right eye, it is B vertex, and also the point of view, this dot, it is when you are looking, it is A, and you can see by your right eye, it is for example, yes, it will be CI, will see AB side of a dimension, and your left eye will see AC. Okay, AC is here, yes, AC is here. It means that AC here, and also it will be AB here. AC here, AB here. A, it is point of view, it is the point that we are looking to, and we see this through the perspective of this. Here it is AC and AB, and it is kind of opposite direction lane thing. If you are looking from the C point, you will see AB. If you are looking from B point, you will see AC. It is the truth. Okay, from the position of the C, you will see AB. From the position from B, you will see AC. Okay? AC. Okay, it is what we can see. For example, we can change it through another perspective. Your left eye, it could see for example, the rubbish bin and the tree, and your right eye will see. Oh no, another. You can see your eye. You can see your eye. It is like your left eye will see the tree, and your left eye will see tree and shop, and right eye will see more bigger size of a shop and a tree. You see kind of different images. You can look through your right eye and through the left eye, and you see differently. And actually, it is two different dimensions already. And you look at the world when you close your eyes. You look at it as 2D. But when you connect it with two eyes, actually it is 2D too, but it is kind of 3D. You see objects as the 3D form, but actually you see them as 2D. I hope that you understand. It is kind of different perspectives that we can look at the world. Actually, we see things as 2D. But by this illusion of connections to points, we see this as 3D. Okay, again, our one eye looks at the world as 2D position. But when we connect two eyes and when we look at the world, our mind works as a computer that connects it to the 3D space. It will be the correct answer. It will be the correct one, or almost the correct, we can say it. It is one of the perspectives that we can look to the world. Okay? And VR works the same way. We create one position for the left eye, one for the right eye. And also we have eye tracking. We track our eyes and we look at them. And also we have accelerometer, also magnetometer and magnetometer, acceleratometer, magnetometer, and also the gyroscope. It is for the knowing where we are located in the universe. For example, you need to use your head and move it to the left, to the right, and you need to know how to move. For example, if I will look to the upper side, that my position of the pictures should be different. For example, my head is going upper, and it means that my picture should be different. But actually, they could not think about that my head did different actions. It is all about, yes, she could detect our body movements by cameras, but without cameras and without some of the points that we see how our heads moves, we can do that our devices, they are moving, and by their movements we can actually look how our devices are changing. It is what's inside of our devices. We have, for example, I can do this, yes, and when I play a game on my phone, or maybe I use something like measurements or compasses or something like magnet tools, then I can see where it is going. My positions are changing, and it looks like, look, I imagine that it's my device, and I can do different positions, and my phone can correlate by it. You may be seen, you can, on some new phones, generation third or fourth generation of phones, I mean that smartphones and like 2019 plus ages phones, you can see that if you move your phone from vertical to horizontal position or from horizontal to vertical, you can see the different objects. You can look through this position and you can look through this. It is different changes, like you maybe noticed it. If you are If you are a young person that you noticed it, you know. I said it only for people maybe who have, because not everybody has a phone like new generation. Somebody watches me from a computer, and you can kind of use the positions. You can set your phone automatically, not by clicking like let's show my screen by horizontal or vertical position, but actually it is automated. Good? Okay, we said about it. Next thing that we should talk about, it is we talked about this position. Next, what we are talking, okay, I wanted to speak about towers and microwaves, and also about the electromagnetic waves. It is not like conspiracy theory talk about that the microwaves, they are going and they're killing us, something like this. Yes, it is maybe true, maybe. Oh, I don't know, I'm not diving in this topic. I'm positive looking at technologies because this is a progress of our civilization. And we should say also about wheels. Oh Jesus, they are doing wheels to kill ourselves or something like this. I'm looking at this through the positive lenses. And some people are from this region, and yes, some boys and girls, and we can look to our world through the microwaves, through the electromagnetic waves. You know that in our world we have the telecommunication and communication, and also we have the waves, amplitudes, frequencies, and also waves of signals, and the towers like this one, yes, and also antennas and something like this. And we have cell phones of first generation, second, third, and fourth, and communication of this type like 5G, 6G is going to be commercialized so soon, and also processing right now, and also it is improving and growing. And we should think about our electromagnetic waves, and it is actually the sinusoids, sine and cosine, and sine and cosine graphic functions. It is like these waves, and also they are perpendicular. It is, I don't know fully about them, but I want to learn. That's why I talk about it, because the more I talk about them and mention them, the more they are inside of our mind. It is cognitive functions and also how our mind works. The more we mention something, the more it is inside of our mind. It works like a mantra and affirmations. And also we should think about them. And we have radio waves and how they are produced to our phones. We have different frequencies on our phones, and different even spots of, I imagine that we have our world, and we have different locales, and we have different positions, and we have different positions in different areas where our electromagnetic waves work, and we have different frequencies for our phones. If you will remember radios like you may have seen some of the workers in a restaurants or maybe in the store, you can notice that some people has radio phones, and they have specific waves like 549 frequency, or maybe even radio you have in your country, and it will be 103.2 FM and something like this frequency radio stations. And we have the same for our phones, and they are sometimes, I think so, they are changing from the different positions. It is called roaming, and your position you are detecting, and when you are calling, the people know where do you call from, because they need to know where you are locating, and what's the tower of the electrowave is connected to you because they are working on your kind of frequency, and they should connect your frequency. For example, the client with a frequency of 200 and client with a frequency of 550, they should be connected. And it means that our operation to connect to one person with 200 and 550, they are connected and their cell phones are working. It is what we should know. And the tower that is responsible for this, it is tower number 6, for example. Tower number 6 is responsible for the cell phone 1, which is which has a frequency of 200, and phone number 2 that has a frequency of 550, and they are connected and they have the communication act, and through this communication act they have the specific voice messages that are sent to each other, requested through the specific signals, and these signals, they are in bytes. It is the information that it is going from one place to another, and this information of zeros and ones, and that will be encoded in your phone with specific latency. It will be latency, a super small latency, and this super mega small, really super mega small, because speed of this telecommunication is so fast, and they have this, and also they have the converter of the bytes of information that you send from one phone to another to their phones. For example, you have information, you said the word hello, and this word hello, it is 2 seconds. For example, no, it's less, but you can say hello this way, and it will be the information of it will be a message, 2 seconds, and it is actually 101001100110011. It will be the code of your thing, and then you have the storage of data, and you send it through your kind of communication act through the channel specific, and then you use this channel, and on this channel you have this information, and this information could be sent to the receiver, and the receiver has this information, and then it is again, this hello will be decoded, or yes, it means that need to decode it. First it was encoded, I don't remember what the word decode and encode means actually fully, but like first you convert from audio to numbers, zeros and ones, to the byte information, and then you are reconverted back from the zeros and ones to the audio information, and then it will be used as a file, and you can click on this file, and it will be like a file of information in a specific temporary memory. In your temporary memory of the phone, it will be kind of, this sound will be started and will be heard. It works this way, kind of. We have different types of algorithms. It is one of the algorithms that we can use, because in informatics, you know that we can solve anything with different things and with different optimization, and it is one of the ways how it could work. As you heard, we have like voice message, encoded message, then we have the transaction, then we have the receiving, then we received it, and we have the decoding it, or encoding, I mean that opening, unboxing the number information to the sound information. Okay, need to be well known about the encoding, decoding. I will Google it. So, thank you a lot for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and improve so daily. Go forward to your dreams, and know that everything depends only on you. And now you know more about microwaves, you know more about VR, and augmented reality. It is almost the VR, but it is kind of with adding of current visualizing. It is plus cameras. It is all the difference that we have the camera that shows something on a screen. Actually, it is the same, almost, but some different. It is we can look through this differently. Like we can say that it is a lot of changes, and we can look through that it is not super big amount of changes. It's normally amount of changes, okay? It is differences. So thank you a lot for watching. Improve style daily, go forward and improve style daily. I hope that everything is fine in your life. Let me know in the comment section below, did you understand my talk? If you did, it will be nice. Or you understood something, or if you know something even better than I do, then leave in the comment section below with maybe some information, with formulas or maybe resources when you read it, because in this information sometimes you need something like evidences that are speaking to this form. My evidence is why I speak about it, because I was learning information security in Russian language. I know how it works conceptually and in the meaning of physics, computer science, chemistry, and also microwaves terms, but I want to deepen. I want to make a depth of my knowledge, and by speaking it, I kind of do this. And it is good. So leave in the comment section below what do you think, and thank you a lot. See you next time. Bye bye.